Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today is a quick get ready with me. Hopefully it'll be quick. I know I always say that, but it is on this look. So I wanted to do a more kind of red, vampy-ish lip. It's not terribly vampy, but I do like red lipstick, so this was pretty easy for me. But more importantly, I wanted to do great big lashes and a wing liner, and I attempted a little bit of a cut crease. We'll see how this works out. I like it. I do like the look so far, and it's kind of neutral on the eye. Maybe that's what we'll call it. A neutral cut crease with a red lip. I don't know. We'll see how it goes when I edit this pumpkin and see what it all turns out. So either way, this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoy it. Definitely leave me any comments or suggestions in the bottom bar below. Make sure you hit the thumbs up video if you do like it. That really does help me out. And also subscribe on your way out if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. I love you. Mwah. If you are interested on how I got this look, just keep on watching. I'll see y'all later. Bye. All right, y'all, let's get started. So I've already done my brows and we've applied some tape to get kind of a sharp wing edge. So using the 350 palette from Morphe, we're going to take this color here with a fluffy blending brush and go ahead and put this all over the lid to smooth out the primer that we've laid down already. And I'll list all the products that I use below, including the Too Faced Primer Potion. So then with a more tapered blending brush, actually a pencil brush, we're going to go on with this color from the Morphe palette as well. And I'm making sure my eyes are really open because I want to start to carve out the crease above like the hooded part of my eyelid. So as you can see, my eyes are a little bit hooded and I want to create and define the crease right above that area. So I'm using a very detailed or pencil brush to create that effect. And so we're going to pick up a little more color and continue to carve out that area right above the crease or right above the hooded crease of my eye, we'll call it, but it is in the socket crease. So we'll just take that color and we're going to extend it out and create a little wing. And then with a fluffy blending brush, we're going to just buff out that color. So there'll be lots of these steps: applying color, blend it out, applying color, blend it out. This was my first time with a semi-cut crease situation, and so it's really just going to end up being a super soft cut crease. So with this next color in the palette, we're going to just continue the same technique. Apply the color very specifically in that area above the hooded area of my eyelid, and then we're going to just draw that out to a little wing shape, and then we're going to buff that out with the same fluffy blending brush. There you have it. And just blending. I left these clips long so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So with this color in the palette, and this is with the same pencil brush, we're going to go in and just deepen up that area. So as you can tell, we're just blending colors, and building the color. So now it's just getting deeper and deeper in that crease area. And we'll continue to pull that out to make a little wing-like shape. And then we're going to blend it out with that blending brush and continue on with the same process. Apply the color, then blend, apply the color, then blend. And then to further deepen it, we're going to take this color from the palette. It's the third from that side. Depending on where you are, it could be right or left. And we're just gonna start by placing this color in the outer third of the eye and then drag the excess into the crease or further into the crease towards the inner corner. And then we're gonna just blend. And you can see how the color is definitely building and, sorry, I was reading the email. The color is definitely building and really defining the crease of the eye and the eye socket in general. So you want to keep applying color and blending until you have reached the desired saturation of color. And apparently I was watching TV as I always do while I'm doing my makeup. Then we got back to the blending. So now with a flat shader brush, we're going to take this color from the palette and we're going to apply that over the lidded area. So just right along the mobile lid, not extending up to that work we did in the crease. And we're just kind of packing it on and getting it all across that lid area. And I occasionally like to do a shimmery color on the lid just to make that crease color pop. Then you always want to blend out your edges and make sure there's a seamless transition between the lid shade and the crease color. And now with a very pointed, tapered, almost liner brush, we're going to take Noir from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. The Morphe 350 palette doesn't have a black in it, so I went into this palette to get that color. And I love both these palettes so much. So here we are, just kind of lining the top lash line. We are going to go in with some lashes and a gel liner, but wanted to really deepen the base of these lashes, of my lash line. And then with that same brush and that same shadow, we're going to just start to create our wing a little bit. And you can see we've drawn the line up and now we're bringing that line back. And it's just such the tiniest baby wing. My wing liner game is not perfect, but I've been working on it. So now that we have both eyes lined, we're just kind of taking some shadow and making it perfect. And so now with the inglot gel liner number 77 and the Anastasia liner brush, we're going to go in with the gel liner and further deepen up that wing. Make a few adjustments to the situation. And we'll just keep adding a little product until we're ready to get to the wing. And having the tape on really helps me to get my wings A, even, and B, sharp. So this has been a really helpful tip for me in creating my wing as a start. So now we're ready to reveal our work. And voila, we have a little wing action. It's not perfect, but it'll do. So now we're going to take this color from the Morphe palette and go in and highlight our brow bone. It's a very pretty, creamy satin shade that I think worked really well with this look. And so then we'll just kind of buff that in. And this is a fluffier shader brush. It helps to apply the product and also blend everything out. And then we're just going to go in with that same brush and turn it sideways to help blend out that color. If you guys are ever interested in what brushes I use, I'd be happy to list them down below if you're super interested. So for our face, we're going to go in with the Smashbox primer spray. And we're also going to go in with a little bit of mattifying primer from Makeup Forever. It's the step 1. And then we're going to go in with our foundation, which is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I was mixing two colors at the time, and I'll have them listed below for you. We also popped on some lashes, and I don't remember which one, but I will list them down below. And now we're just blending everything in with the Beauty Blender. So now that we have that all done, we'll go in with our concealers, the Nars Creamy Concealer in the color Caramel. Had to think about it. And so I'm just going to show you guys where I usually place the product, and then we'll blend everything out with a Beauty Blender as well. So in that upside down triangle under the eyes to highlight a little bit on the forehead, the nose, the Cupid's bow, and also the chin, which you may or may not see in this clip. And then we're just going to blend everything out with the good old Beauty Blender. I did spritz this Beauty Blender with some primer spray prior to blending out my concealer. Just find that it helps sets it. And then we'll just make sure everything's blended with the foundation end of that Beauty Blender along the edges to make sure there's no harsh lines. Now we're going in with the Nars Crystal Setting Powder to set the under eyes. This is an e.l.f. concealer brush that I use for a little more detailed work under my eyes. And then we'll go on with a Sephora powder brush. And we will, Sephora powder brush, sorry. And we will set the entire face. There we have it. And now with our inglot gel liner and that same Anastasia brush, I'm going to line the waterline with this gel liner. I like to do this because it doesn't irritate my eyes by any means, and it stays really, really black in the waterline. And then for the top lash line, we're going to tight line with the Marc Jacobs Highliner pencil and Blaquer. And then with the Morphe palette, we're going back into that with the pencil brush. And we're going to use one of those brown colors to kind of blend out the lower lash line, or buff out the lower lash line. Make it nice and smoky. Ignore that lash glue that I have on my lash line. This is MAC Blunt. It's a contour blush, and I'm using it to contour. So with my Eda brush from Nars, I'm going to go ahead and just start to contour my cheeks a little bit. And just blending everything out. Make sure it's nice and blended. We must blend, ladies and gentlemen. We must blend. And you want to blend upwards and not downwards because that defeats the purpose of your contour. And to blend out that contour and bronze the face a little bit, we're going to use Nars Casino and a large fluffy brush. It's like a kabuki style brush that I got from Gem Beauty, and I can't remember what the name of the product is or the name of the line is. So with this contour palette or duo from Nars, I'm going to take the lighter color in that palette and just kind of carve out my contour a little bit more. Things got a little aggressive on one side. I had a little bit too much product on my brush, and so I just wanted to carve out the contour a little bit more. So we're going to take MAC Love Thing. It's a blush from MAC. It's really pretty. And we're going to just pop that on the cheeks for a little extra glow. This is essentially the look I wore for my birthday, but I did use a different blush on my actual birthday, but this is pretty similar. It's kind of one of my go-to looks right now. So with Champagne Pop from Becca, we're going to go ahead and highlight the cheekbones. Come through, highlight, come through. I love this highlight. Like, I picked up a couple recently, and I just keep coming back to Champagne Pop. It is my absolute favorite. Love it, love it, love it. So we'll highlight the cheekbones, the bridge and the tip of the nose, the Cupid's bow, all that jazz. And then we're going to go on with this matte Nars lip pencil. I can't remember the name of it, but it will be listed below. And we're going to just line the lips with that. And then we're going to go in with the Too Faced Melted Lipstick and Melted Ruby. I kind of forgot about this lip color, and I really do like it. It's a pretty red, and it has a nice finish. It's more of a satiny, almost glossy finish, but it is a long-wear lipstick, and it just turns out really nicely. But I did want to use a lip pencil to get a more precise line of the lip, and so this was very helpful. And so this is the final look, ladies and gentlemen. I really do hope you like it. I had a good time creating it. And as I said, I wore this for my birthday, and it was the most fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this a thumbs up. It definitely helps me a lot. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so on your way out. As always, I love you guys. I hope you like this look. And I will see you all in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And we're just going to keep posing because apparently we didn't think you got enough angles of this look. All right, guys. I will see you later.